My name is Juan.
Nice to meet you both. I'm Erica from Blvd Association.
My best friend's name's Erica, so that's cool.
Well, there you go.
Have it. Name.
All right. How did the two of you meet?
We met at my job. At the time, I was working as a manager at a fast food restaurant, and I had gone into my shift, and it was just a regular casual day. And I was having a crummy day at work. Wasn't being too friendly. And here comes this young man to my register, and I walk up and I'm like, "Can I help you?" And he's like, "Hi, are you Laura?" And I said, "Yes." Like, look at my name tag. And he says, "My name is Juan." And he says, "You work with my aunt, and my aunt told me a lot of nice things about you, so I wanted to come introduce myself and say hi." And I said, "Oh, well, hello." And flashed the pretty smile, like, "Nice to meet you too." And he said, "I know you're really busy, but would it be okay if I got your number and I called you?" And I said, "Okay." And by that time I was thinking, he's not gonna call me. Guys have asked my number before, they never call. So he said, "I'm gonna call you tomorrow." And I said, "Okay." Well, I was thinking in my mind, we'll see. And the next day he called me. He worked the double that night, and so
16-hour shift.
16-hour shift, and he said he would call me, and he did. And then we stayed on the phone for like 3 hours. And then we've been inseparable ever since. Yeah.
Very cool. How long have you been together?
It's going to be 3 years, coming up on the 30th of this month.
Okay.
It's going to be 3 years.
And I'm going to have each of you answer this question respectively. How did you know he was the one, and how did you know she was the one?
Okay. It's something you feel. I've been in previous relationships. I've never felt any sort of connection. I never felt any sort of passion where I felt that I could open up to somebody, where I felt that I can share things that I've never shared with anybody. Or even in my mind, it's, man, that's crazy to think or even to talk about, but to open up to Laura and to gain that trust and that emotion and that passion is, that's when you know. It's just something you can't explain. It's something you can't say. It's just something that hits you, and it's just like waking up and taking a breath. You just know. I know that I'm in love with Laura, and I want to spend my life with her.
Wow. Poetry. All right. And how about you?
I knew right away. I had a feeling. And it sounds so premature, but like the first week I had met him, we hadn't even gone on our first date, and I had such good feelings. I would tell my mom, like, "Mom, I have a good feeling about this guy. He seems so nice and polite." And I just, once we had gone on our first few dates and he had asked me officially, he said, "Will you be my girlfriend?" I said, "Yeah." Short, like that same month, I knew, I was like, he could be the one. He could be the one. I knew just in my soul that it was. And now
that'll lead us into our next question. Tell us about the proposal.
Okay, well, we went ring shopping. We've been looking for rings around October, November. Just getting ideas of what she liked.
And I was
past year or the year before?
This 2012. So
right before Christmas.
yeah. So I was looking at maybe proposing to her for Christmas, but that was, I felt very kind of cliche. Everybody's done it. So my family had a big family dinner for Christmas on the 22nd, a couple days before, and I shared it with some family members. I shared it with my dad. I shared it with my mom, but for the most part, nobody really knew about it. So we went over to my aunt's house in Bakersfield. 50 people, 60 people easily.
Yeah.
And,
big family dinner. Everyone had gotten together, so we were all there.
So my aunt stood up and toasted the glass and said, "Thank you for showing up to the house for a Christmas dinner. It's great to have everybody here." And I'm gonna pass it to my nephew Juan. Whew, and then so I stood up and I thanked everybody in the family, how much I love everybody, how much everybody means to me, and how much Laura means to our family. And that's when I got on my knee and I asked her to be my wife.
That's very nice.
Yeah, so in front of the family.
And my heart was like boom, boom, boom.
I bet.
I was so nervous.
So tell us why you should win the wedding.
I think everyone should have their dream wedding. That would be every girl's dream to have, but I think we should have this wedding because we live locally, we work locally, we've been serving our community, living in the community almost 20 years.
Tell me a little bit about that. What do you guys do to serve the community?
Well, we're part of AV Mopar Club, we're part of High Desert Runners Club. Juan donates blood like every 60 days to the Red Cross to help people who, need blood. Donating blood is one of those high demand things.
And you're a deputy sheriff.
Yes, ma'am.
And he's faithful about it. So we shop locally.
We work local.
We live on the east side of Condo. So our nucleus, our central home
Is the Antelope Valley.
It is, and to be able to share a wedding here in AV where a lot of our family members just don't live, having, you know, family from Texas, from down, you know, Central America would be awesome. You know,
It'd be better for them to come.
and we can, you know, this is where it starts. This is where our lives start. And that's where we
We
want.
like to start a family.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, and have a great rest of your Bridal Expo. We'll be letting everyone know in about a week.
Okay,
Thank you
great.
very much. Thank you.
Erica.